A video demo of AR Builder in its final state, February 2019. So as you can see from the layout and overall iconography of the website, it sort of has a cartoony sort of look to it in the effort to try and make this as easily to digest as possible for a wide range of technical audiences, ranging from the not so technically savvy through to the more so technically savvy. It starts off with a wizard type of approach, asking you a series of questions, trying to figure out what you're trying to achieve. So the first of all would be whether you wanted to make a new augmented reality app and use AR Builder to submit the entire thing to the App Store. The other one would be if you had your own app already and you just wanted to embed an AR Builder view into your app and have that powered by AR Builder, and then you can manage your app using whatever you use already. Or finally, maybe you don't want to make an app. Maybe you just want to use the AR Builder Pinpointer app and download the AR Builder app off of the App Store, and that way you can preview your own content and view it in the real world using augmented reality. So those are the three options in terms of how AR Builder works. And depending on what you choose, depends on what else you get asked. So for example, if you want to submit to the App Store, it's going to go and ask you a bunch of other questions. If you have your own app already, it's a lot simpler. And then even simpler if you don't even want an app, if you just want to preview content and upload your own content and view it in the real world, that's easy too. So the next step is it has a full-on interface builder built into it, so you can upload your app icon and have that optimized for iOS and Android, your loading screen, all that sort of thing. Choose from a bunch of different themes available to choose from, fonts, all that sort of stuff. So those are all available in AR Builder. So we can choose a background and have an interactive preview here on the right-hand side of how your home screen is going to look. We could go into the augmented reality view, for example, and show or hide that, and then configure a bunch of features about it as well too. We could change the label, for example, and call that something else. Change the colors, the fonts, everything like that. So if we wanted to change it to a different font, then we can do that as well too. So there's lots of tweaks and features with the interface builder. Lots of things you can adjust there. Additionally, there are targets as well too, and this is where the real meat of the app is, and I'll dive into that in a second. Also, additionally, you can upload any type of additional content, video, documents, that type of thing. AR Builder accepts over 50 different types of document formats. Anything Microsoft Office, video, 3D objects, pictures, audio, can digest a lot of those. And then finally, we have the preview side of things, where you can preview your app to see what it's going to look like when you publish it as well too. So you can tap on that and have your app load up. You could jump into the map view and see how that's going to work, search for things, that type of thing. Preview a bunch of different things in your app before you go and push those out. And then finally, a control center to handle your subscription, your bandwidth usage, push notifications. If you want to send push notifications out to your users and stuff like that, that can all be managed through the dashboard here as well too. So to look at the target functionality, some of the most interesting functionality, I'm going to pull up a demo here. So I've got some preloaded targets in here, but we can go to the AR Builder example here. So there's a couple of different augmented reality types. You can choose to have it location-based. So if you want to put in latitude, longitude coordinates, you can recognize objects in the real world that aren't necessarily images. So if you wanted to recognize a building or a public point of interest, that's what location-based types are for. You can also have vision custom images. So this one's a vision custom image, and the user has uploaded their own target image. Tells you how good it is as an AR target. This one gets a 5 out of 5 rating, and then it just asks you some questions. What do you want to happen when my app sees an AR target? Do I want to show a 3D overlay? Do I want to show a 2D overlay? And then it asks you to upload the content to provide for that target as well too. So this one's going to show a 3D overlay, and it's going to show the AR Builder logo when it recognizes that. And then you have some features. So do I want to play audio to the user once it recognizes the target? Do I want to start a FBX animation when it recognizes the target? Do I want to show it in the map view? Download a QR code as a shortcut to it? So I can click on the scene viewer here, and this is going to show my 3D content as to how it's going to appear in the scene with my augmented reality target. So I can see my augmented reality custom image target that I've already uploaded here, and it's going to show me what the 3D content is going to look like in relation to that. So if I want to adjust that before I publish my content, I could, for example, rotate it around the y-axis, the x-axis. So these are just some useful sliders to help users position their content in a way that's easy to understand, without having to use quaternions or rotation matrices or any of that type of thing. Similarly, translation as well. So if I want to lift off the page a little bit, I can make it 40% higher, -40 if I wanted to have it just peeking out the top, that type of thing as well too. And then the whole time as well, automatically adjusting the scene so it responds to whatever I'm doing. So I've just made my augmented reality target, my 3D content really big, but now whenever I adjust that, it's going to automatically scale the 3D content so it's always easily viewable inside my window. So that's basically it. You can upload 3D content and associate that with all different types of media, documents, images, videos, that type of thing, and embed web pages into your app, all that sort of stuff, and link it all into your augmented reality content.